He have your woman, then that's my dinner time. I keep my eyes on glory till the devil get behind. Now bad mind, the devil made me offers I decline. We not aligned, not combined, I am not confined.
It's Madden NFL 22 on EA Sports, and we've got a showdown in the NFC North. It's the Vikings and the Lions on EA Sports.
Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure you're back. You spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but win.
And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. This is McCaffrey on the give. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Eason. This one complete to Scott Miller. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. He was locked in. 2 trips to the end zone, Charles, over 100 yards receiving.
How about the combination of route running, confidence going downfield, and the ability to go up and get the football? You're exactly right. It was hard for them to stop him.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Eason's throw taken in by Miller. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Eason to throw. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. Fighting through. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it. They love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well. Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
On 1st down, Jacob Eason. That'll be incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Throwing is Eason. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Out to the right and complete to Pittman. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
Complete to Michael Pittman.
And oftentimes we think about statement drives in the second halves of games, especially in the fourth quarter. But here, it's happening early, a definite statement. They've held on to the ball for a healthy portion of this first quarter already. And now after that completion, they're set up first and goal.
They'll try to run with Mccaffrey. And he's going to ball his way down to about the 1-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 8 and a good first step there with second and goal coming up. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
McCaffrey, and he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Extra point right down the middle, and it's now a 7-0 game. That one was an extended drive, 14 plays all told. And the last play on the drive, the touchdown run from Christian McCaffrey. Here comes Johnson on the return. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. Leading them out is the Austin, Texas native at quarterback. It's Baker Mayfield.
And while he won't admit it because his team lost the game, he had some fun in the last one.
He threw for over 400 yards.
I mean, there's no getting around it. As a QB, yeah, okay. We lost the game, but boy, that felt good flinging it around. Now he's got to figure out how to do the exact same thing, yet turn it into a win.
A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45.
Defense gives up a touchdown on the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Mayfield off the play fake. Rolling to his right. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on third down. Play fake. Mayfield. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 26.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line. They'll try the right side with Eckler. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the Vikings 28-yard line.
Play action now. Here's Mayfield. Steps away. This is caught. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds.
That's a big league job there of getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up 1st and goal.
And now following that last play, I do believe we're going to get a review here. Yes, indeed, the red flag is out. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Now here's the call. So not successful there on the challenge, and he'll have to be careful from here on out because he'll only have one challenge remaining. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. Trying to punch it in with Eckler. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Austin Eckler, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it's Austin Eckler who finishes things off with a touchdown run. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This one taken just inside. Now a hit and a loose football. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
As that ball got away from him and he saw the opposing team recover it.
You felt his pain?
Oh, I felt his pain, and you know what was going through his head. Tuck it away. Take care of the ball. All the things he hears all week in practice, he didn't carry it over into the game.
They go play action. Mayfield. They'll roll him out right. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Deontay Johnson, his first touchdown on the year. And the Lions have taken the lead. And he just did get those feet in there on the side of the end zone. Well done.
Probably the exact size foot necessary, because I think if he had another half size, that catch doesn't count. And he's able to get it in, and it counts for a touchdown.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
Let's go. Let's go.
The Vikings taking the field here for their second drive of the game. In the midst of, well, let's just say a not-so-rosy losing streak. They've got the open week, though, coming up next weekend, so you have to figure this to be a game that they dearly love to have.
Oh, indeed. They have to have this one because that's something positive to take with you when you go away for a few days, and it actually releases your mind. If they lose this one, that mind stays cluttered the entire time they're away, and they've got to scramble to get back in sync when they start playing again.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On the ground, Mccaffrey. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. 2nd and 5. Eason going to throw it out of the shotgun. And he's got his man in stride, complete.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
1st and 10, Eason. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Draymond Jones. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now.
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. So on 4th down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And this will be out of bounds at the 1 here, the 12-yard line. Detroit's offense ready to take over. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner, they can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And they fell behind early, but since then, 2 touchdowns and a 14-7 lead.
Yeah, they found the end zone on their first 2 drives, and even more so after the defense gave up the first lead. But these last 2 drives, obviously they inspired their D because they shut them down the last time out. They hope to continue that string. That one brought back a few nightmares because when a quarterback gets outside of the pocket, your job as a defensive back, make sure you stay as deep as the deepest receiver and not let anyone leak behind you for a big play. A nice job there having discipline and not letting them connect on that pass.
Meanwhile, Mayfield's throw complete there to Smith. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
I know we just saw a nice throwing catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
Mayfield on play action. This is Smith with a grab. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot. And they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
Now here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Nice idea, nice concept there. Line him up on the left side of the formation. Let him sneak his way across. Coming back underneath. Put it in his hands. Let him get a few more yards after the catch, too.
Great way to utilize a tight end on the drag route. Here's Fuller with a catch. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. And now hold everything here as the challenge flag is out. And we're going to get a review of that last play.
Let's go, baby.
So the challenge there unsuccessful, and that means that he'll be out of challenges from the remainder of this ballgame. Running on first down, Eckler. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Yeah, that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. They are pushed back 5 yards by the delay of game, 2nd and 8. Mayfield now. Out to his left. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Will Fuller. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Lions go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. On for the PAT, Kaimi Fairbairn. It's good, and it is now 21-7. So this drive spans 7 plays, and it's capped off by a touchdown for the Lions. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3.
And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Like a freight train there. Derek Nottie with a sack.
Well, you're already up a couple of scores here in the first half defensively, and Charles, they just seem to be playing really free on that side of the football.
I love the observation because with that type of a lead, they feel like they can take a few more chances and be even more aggressive, and it's been paying off for them so far this game.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make...
They've got his man complete. And out across midfield down to the 45.
They'll throw on first down with Eason.
They'll find Everett there complete. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down.
From the gun is Eason. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either.
And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop him with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Here's Chris Jones now as he'll kick it away for the second time. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. It's the second quarter. His team has the lead, but I think he's hoping for a little bit more production out of himself.
And we often talk about preaching patience to a runner when things are a little bumpy in the early going, but we have to do the same thing with the offensive line. They can't wait to halftime to make the adjustments. They have to do it from series to series for those surface tablets come into play. Check out what the defense is doing and see if they can find a better way to run it.
And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A big connection on that one. 36 yards.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. To throw, Mayfield. He's going to try and go deep again. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Mayfield to throw it. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Stokes, and he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. And now, due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Let's go.
So here are the Lions to take over. They are trying to snap that 3-game losing streak on top so far with the football here, 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And that last throw is going to keep him climbing that all-time passing yards leaderboard as he crosses the 25,000-yard mark now for his career.
He just recently passed Bart Starr. Next up for him, Bob Greasy. That's 2 Hall of Famers, 2 Super Bowl winners, multiple Super Bowl winners. So he's getting up with the legends now. Congratulations.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. And Mayfield just getting the play off. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack.
Jalen Ferguson in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Well, here's where having mobility sometimes can work against you as a quarterback. He thinks he can retreat and outrun the pressure. But that time, they zeroed in on him and took him down for a big loss, partner.
A really big loss. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Complete. Smith has it. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets, because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Now, after that last running play, we've got an offensive lineman down on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Mayfield. Flush to his right. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Richie Grant. And the Vikings are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they just got a little help from their defense forcing the turnover. Now can they make that pay off in points?
They need to, partner. They're down on the scoreboard. Need to take advantage of those opportunities. And this is a good one right in front of them.
2nd down and right back to McCaffrey. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 44 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Eason sets to throw it. It's complete. It's Miller. He won't go down. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield.
A gain of 16.
Couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Eason in trouble, and down he goes. Draymond Jones picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Eason. And that is incomplete.
We're into the second half now. This is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And the Lions are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. And Detroit getting set to go now. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? Here's Eckler to begin the drive. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
I'd say it's pretty good strategy. If you throw interceptions on back-to-back drives, let's see if the running backs can handle the ball a little bit, get things going. And also, you motivate your offensive line. I think they're in the mood to fire out and hit someone.
I thought the defense, though, might be a little more prepared for that run. Pretty good gain on the ground. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. It's Eckler again, and they'll get him down here at the 23. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Now this throw caught left side, and he'll go out near midfield at the 49. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
And Mayfield again with the interception, his 3rd, picked by the former Lion, Darius Slay. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Now the try here for the point after. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. This taken in at the goal line. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Another shot now for this Lions offense. Back to it after the pick 6, Mayfield. Buying time to his left. It's complete to Fuller. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
Back now at Ford Field. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They run on first down as they're able to get this forward for about 4.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. Let's go! 6 yards left on 2nd down. Mayfield looks to throw. And quick throw here, that's complete. And he's got this down to the 35.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon. But with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. I'm sure that that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line.
should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on first and second downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Viking slow to get up. We'll check on his status when we get back. 2nd and 10.
Hey, alert!
Throwing, Mayfield. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Starting to feel a little to me like the air is coming out of the balloon, so to speak, defensively.
They're taking their will from them right now. That's what they're doing. Whatever they want to call, it's working. They're handling things up front. And it's not just the offensive line. It's everyone. You're seeing the guys on the perimeter.
And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. Austin Eckler, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Lions might be moving closer to an elusive 2nd win of the year as they extend that 4th quarter lead. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. That time, a 9-play drive. And it's Austin Eckler who finishes things off with a touchdown run. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
On 1st down, Jacob Eason. Throw right side is into the hands of his tight end, Everett. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at their 49-yard line.
Here's Eason to throw. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle 3rd. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down. Maybe just a lack of concentration there as he couldn't haul it in.
And when you're going across the middle like that, you know, he's running that drag route, you are conscious of all the bodies and the traffic in there. But let's face it, if you're going there, you might as well come down with the football and absorb whatever else happens after that.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. Here it's 3rd and 3. Throwing is Eason. Open man is Miller. He's got it. And he will have a Vikings 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Good yardage on the completion there. When they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Eason. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14. Back to throw again. And this is going to be incomplete.
We're going to give out a little applause on that play. It has to go to the defense. More good work by them. They've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing because he just about threw that one into the 1st row.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Lions will take over. So now with a little over over 2 minutes to play. The road back gets very difficult.
Difficult, but still not impossible if they go ahead and play this thing out. Now the defense has to come up big. They've got to go for the strip of the football on each and every snap to try and give themselves a chance.
And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game. Still 9 remaining on second down. Well, the lead late in the fourth, but Mayfield's going to throw it. And that is incomplete.
After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Play fake. Mayfield on the move to his left. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He'll buy some time right. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Deontay Johnson with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Lions look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Trying to bust out of that losing. And now it appears that the referee's been buzzed, and we'll get a review. And this being inside 2 minutes of play, everything coming from up above. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How is the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. And now out comes Minnesota. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one. They'll probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. Eason's throw pulled in by Tate. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Now they got to get to the line quickly. 1st and 10, Eason. He completes this into the hands of Miller. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
They'll throw on first down with Eason. That's caught. It's McCaffrey again. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Miller. The Vikings going to use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that'll bring up second down. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game. So this one's over. It's a win for